Have you guys ever heard of the anti-Cateria mechanism?
No.
So listen to this. In 1901, there was these divers off the coast of Greece, and they found this box with ancient Greek items.
An artist admits they sold their soul and then they spend their whole career making music about how they regret it. Part 1, J. Cole.
This school district has officially lost their battle against the Satanic Temple after trying to ban their after-school program. Just a few months ago, the temple decided to sue them, and not only did they end up winning, but the district now has to pay them $200,000.
Maybe we are some sort of a science project or some product of genetic engineering, or maybe the human farm thing is real. They literally...
Hello guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're starting right away. Let's check these out.
Have you guys ever heard of the anti-Cateria mechanism?
No.
So listen to this. In 1901, there was these divers off the coast of Greece, and they found this box with ancient Greek items, all this stuff that came from ancient Greece. They pulled out, it was just like this giant rusted block. And it had mechanisms. The gears that were in this thing, they did not have that technology. They started doing more research on this thing. They realized it was way more complex than they thought. They brought this 3D X-ray machine to the museum that it was held at. They examined it, and there was a user manual guide in it. It was written in ancient Greek, and it was supposed to be a automated dial system. You could wind it up to 10 years and know exactly where the sun is going to be, where the moon's going to be. They could predict when there was going to be a solar eclipse. Arthur C. Clarke, who's the author of Space Odyssey, he said, if the ancient Greeks knew of the capabilities of technology they created, they could have gone to the moon in 300 years. And now we would be exploring the stars.
I'm thinking that if they had a few more years, they could have came up with the first iPhone.
This school district has officially lost their battle against the Satanic Temple after trying to ban their after-school program. Just a few months ago, the temple decided to sue them, and not only did they end up winning, but the district now has to pay them $200,000 in fees. Parents who have already signed up their kids for this program are not only eager for them to learn more, but some have even encouraged others to start requesting this into your school.
I let my kids believe in whatever the hell they want to believe in.
Christina Long sorts through her kids' bag.
Got some pencils and we got a sticker.
New school supplies from her kids' new group, the After School Satan Club.
Did your kids have fun today?
Oh yeah, they had a blast. They can't wait for the next one.
It's sponsored by the Satanic Temple. The After School program is popping up around the nation.
If you notice, she says she lets her kid believe whatever they want to believe in, but if there was no one guiding them down that path or encouraging it, then they would never know nothing about it. Unless they're putting out all the religions and then they're able to pick from it, then it's not whatever they want. But you guys, let me know what you think.
An artist admits they sold their soul and then they spend their whole career making music about how they regret it. Part 1, J. Cole. When he was 18 years old, he made a song called I Can Bust, and he straight up tells you, I sold my soul to Satan. Fast forward 10 years, he releases this album called Born Sinner with the demon as the album cover. And in his song Voluminati, he says, according to the preacher man, he needs Jesus in him. But the devil runs the TV, so the demon's in him. I'm in trouble. Did a deal with the devil, and now I'm pleading with him. Give me my soul. This man is begging, please give me my soul. I'm not letting go, but the devil doesn't play fair. Nowadays, it looks like he's trying to find God and fight for his soul.
I went and got baptized because I was like, I felt guilty for even having a thought that like, well, if what y'all are saying is this and what y'all, like for even having a negative thought about it. Like I went and got baptized, started reading the Bible, I was scared as fuck. And then it hit a point in my life where it's like I just fell off and like I let the answer come. And as I got older, I feel like I had a personal understanding of like what God is to me. Strong belief too.
Might not be too late, but you did sell your soul to the devil. You wanted the money. You wanted that money. You got that money. Now it's time to pay the piper. But I don't know. Like I said before, your soul does not belong to you. It belongs to God. Therefore, I don't know if you're able to sell it, or the devil will sure trick you into thinking you can. You guys let me know in the comments down below what you think.
Maybe we are some sort of a science project or some product of genetic engineering, or maybe the human farm thing is real. They literally created us to try to recreate souls, which is like a very bizarre thought. You know, that the soul is a thing that we carry around, and that there's some sort of value to having so many souls.
My gateway drug into UFOs was John Lear. He's like, we're all property. We're property. The aliens saw us as kind of like a wine, and our bodies are containers containers and our souls are being matured as like a commodity.
I mean, it's a fascinating idea, but what's terrifying is that if we're a commodity, that the chaos on this planet is actually engineered to ensure more rich souls.
I know some people that believe that there is mass manipulation of human affairs on a global scale for reasons that we can't understand.
And mass manipulation by humans or non-humans?
Non-humans that do things that they want us to do. There are some
like what
theories.
Kind of things
War,
specifically?
for example.
Really?
They somehow benefit from us killing each other on a massive scale.
To a lot of people that with the UFO thing, that we're considered containers. And this is like killed me. What does this mean? Container of what? Have you heard this before, that in UFO lore, that we're containers? What do you make of that? Containers of what? What's that mean?
Well, I don't actually know if the first instance of that coming out was through Bob Lazar. I'm not sure, but it's, I know in Linda Moulton Howe's work, that phrase came up. And I know of a couple of other instances that seem to be independent where it's come up. I believe now, I mean, this is I can't say that I can prove this.
No, this is just because I'm curious what you think, man, because this is just having the corner with friends, you know?
I personally have a belief in a soul. I believe in that. I believe that I have a soul. I believe that you guys have souls. I believe that we all have a soul. And I don't know if I always believed that, but I think I believe that now. In fact, I'm pretty sure I believe that now. And we tend to think in our society, we think of spiritual things with an ethical component, because we have the Judeo-Christian tradition where there is a very strong ethical orientation to spirituality. But what if there's a society that has spiritual technology but doesn't necessarily have the same ethics about spirituality that we might have? What if for them, they're naturally telepathic, which I think maybe, and what if they are naturally aware of a spiritual realm that we are not always naturally aware of? Just what if? So if that's the case, it would be something that they would deal with in a very practical manner. And would they have the ability to remove and insert souls into bodies? That's really the question. So if they do, the body would be the container.
So like to mature a soul like a good wine, is that could be the implication from our theoretical thinking here?
If you posit the existence of a soul, if it's believable, which to me it is, and if you hypothesize that other societies can recognize this and deal with it technologically in some way, maybe through some kind of quantum field technology that I certainly cannot understand, could you transport souls in containers and then apportion them out into bodies? I mean, all right, it sounds like sci-fi. Maybe that's all it will ever be. But when I hear containers like that, it does make me think they're soul containers.
Yeah, I just want to get your opinion on it. You know, I think maybe we're informational containers. We're more like transmitters than we are anything else. Our physical body seems to form, and maybe we're holding some sort of technology. It's part of a plan. I don't know. I'm just talking as a friend now because me and my buddy's been talking about this a bunch. I figured I'd get your take.
That doesn't sound like aliens to me, or something that I would like to take part in. Whichever way you dice it, sounds like we're in for a rude awakening if this is what's waiting for us after we die. Let me know in the comments what you guys think.
Do you remember the rumors of an underwater alien base being located just off the California coast near Malibu? And what was crazy is that you could even find it for yourself by checking out Google Maps. But you can't anymore, because that area has apparently been scrubbed. But of course, pictures of this structure still exist on the internet. And thanks to Ripley Cooks, we even have recent video of this anomaly. Whether it's a massive underwater alien base or just a really strange underwater geographical structure is unknown. But what is known is that it's 2,000 feet underwater and approximately 3 miles wide. And it appeared to have an array of columns that were supporting a giant dome. But now it's just a big blurry mess. And the changes of this area on Google Maps comes within days of Rear Admiral Tim Gallaudet publishing his white paper titled Beneath the Surface. We may learn more about UAP by looking in the ocean. A paper in which he states that 71% of the Earth's surface is covered in water, but only 25% of the seabed has been mapped to modern standards. And only 5% of the total volume of the world's ocean has been explored. So we know more about the surface of Mars and the Moon than we do about our own ocean. And if we begin to explore our oceans in hopes of finding more evidence of UAPs, or in this case USOs, unidentified submerged objects, a byproduct of that effort is that we would learn a lot more about our planet and be better off because of it. And as a nation, it would potentially close any domain awareness gaps we have in the water. And that's why I think we should definitely be paying more attention to the underwater aspect of the phenomenon.
Why go out of their way and edit the Google Maps data in order to cover up the image? People are going to make copies of it, and there's going to be videos. There's no way you're going to be able to erase all the data. So if you like the content, please hit the like button so the video could be shared to other people. If you haven't, please go ahead and subscribe. I will highly appreciate it. And hit that notification bell so that you could be notified next time I upload a video. I'm uploading at least 4 times a week. Again, thank you for sticking till the end, and see you next time.